Jim McGovern, who is one of the best Democrats in the House of Representatives, he also points out that Donald Trump and the Republicans have promised for years. Like their logic is, well, Obamacare is flawed. We don't like Obamacare. And it's like, well, you've had years, you've had a decade to come up with a plan to repeal and replace Obamacare, and you've been in power for at least half that decade. So you've had motive and opportunity to do what you want, and yet you haven't, because you don't have a plan, because whatever Obamacare's faults are, it's objectively better than anything you've got. So you should just shut up, bend the knee, and support Obamacare, unless you're prepared to do a single payer option, right? Until you're prepared to go full Bernie or full AOC, then you should shut up and support Obamacare. And Jim McGovern brings the receipts.
But the truth is, they've always said they have a plan, but they've never had a plan. Let me just go through a list of things here. In February of 2016, then presidential candidate Donald Trump said, we're going to replace Obamacare with something so much better. Nothing followed. On February 27th of 2017, the president said, we have a really terrific, I believe, health care plan coming out. Never did. May 10th, 2018, Donald Trump said, but wait till you see the plans that we have coming out literally over the next 4 weeks. We have a great health care plan coming out. Nothing happened. At a press gaggle near Air Force One in May of 2019, he said, we're coming up with a great health care plan. We're going to have a fantastic health care plan that's coming out in the next 4 weeks. Nothing ever materialized. June 16th, 2019, the president said, we're going to produce a phenomenal health care plan, and we already have the concept of a plan, and it will be so much better health care. Yeah, well, we'll be announcing it in about 2 months, maybe less. Nothing happened. Fox News interview, the president said, we're signing in a health care plan within 2 weeks, a full and complete health care plan. Nothing happened. July 2020, the president said, well, we're going to be doing a health care plan. We're going to be doing a very inclusive health care plan. I'll be signing it sometime very soon. It might be Sunday, but very, very soon. Nothing happened. August 3rd, 2020, the president said, we're going to be introducing a tremendous health care plan sometime prior, hopefully prior to the end of the month. It's just about completed. Nothing. September 15th, 2020, the president says you're going to have a new health care. We have a whole bunch of alternatives to Obamacare that are 50% less expensive and are actually better. Nothing. Never happened. September 10th, 2024, ABC News presidential debate. He says, I have concepts of a plan. You'll be hearing about it in the not too distant future. Nothing happened. December 8th, 2024, he said, we have concepts of a plan that will be much better. You'll see it very soon. Produced nothing. In May of 2025, at a White House event, he says, so we're going to be maybe coming up with something. I think this gives the Republicans a chance to actually do a health care that's much better than Obamacare. Nothing. People are sick and tired of the empty rhetoric. They're sick and tired of you saying you have a plan, and you never produce one. All you want to do is undermine health care for hardworking average Americans. Mr. Speaker, I yield 2 minutes.
Again, he brought the receipts. It's just true. This is why Republicans are getting shellacked in the polls on healthcare, why nobody trusts them, rightly so, and why Democrats are vastly objectively superior in this respect. And as long as healthcare remains an issue, Republicans will lose 10 out of 10 times.